I want someone that's going to love me for thick and thin. Someone that's going to be there through my ups and my downs. Someone that know how to tolerate me. I don't want nobody that's going to love me and honor me, and then when he go outside, he love and honor someone else. I don't feel as though that I have to do certain things in order to keep him. I don't want to be with a man where, though, if I know that he's on the verge of leaving me, I go out and get pregnant thinking that I'm going to keep him. And then when I get the baby, he go out and cheat more. And then I feel like a dumbass because now I'm over 40 years old and I got a baby by a man that still won't be faithful. Then I turn around and force him to marry me thinking that that's going to change him. And then once he do marry me, the motherfucker still go out and cheat. I feel like women like that is so desperate to keep a man, it's not really because of the man. And it's not really because they are deeply in love with the man. When you find women like that are desperately to keep a man, it's because they got trauma and insecurities within themselves. And they have put so much on that man because that man fills in the blanks of the things that they can't do themselves until they put all of it into that man. But if you are a man and you dealing with a woman and this woman is willing to tolerate and deal with you and you know you are not treating her right, but for some reason she still continue to be there and you know you're not a good man to her, that woman is not in love with you. You are basically that woman's trauma soul tie. She is soul tied to you because of her own trauma. And if that woman was to ever wake up and heal herself, she is going to realize that she was being a fool for a man because everything that she done to keep you, if she would have put all of that energy into herself, she wouldn't have never allowed you to put her through the things that you put her through. And I have learned this. See, out of all of my relationships that I have ever been in, I've always dealt with narcissistic type men. I've always dealt with sorry ass men. And even though I left them alone, I realized I've learned a lot through them. And one thing about me, I am not willing to do whatever I gotta do to keep a man. If a man shows me that he don't want me, fuck him. If a man shows me that he's not going to be faithful to me, he's not going to be loyal to me, he's not going to honor me, and you got a lot of women out here that will allow their men to cheat on them as long as they come home at night. And I'm not one of them types of women, because just because a man cheat on me and do what he want to do and he comes home every night and pay the bills, I don't know what that man got. I don't know who he's sleeping with and what he's doing to these women. And now he's coming home after doing who and what with who knows when. And next thing you know, I got a disease that I can't cure because I'm too weak of a woman to go within myself and realize how good I am. And I know this one guy that I was dealing with, he was telling me that he wants to leave the woman that he's with, but the woman loves him so much until if he leaves, she's going to start crying and she's going to make him feel bad that he wants to leave. And I'm like, if you had emotional intelligence, you would know that this woman is not really deep in love with you the way you think she is. This woman has trauma that has happened in her life. And instead of her healing on her own or seeking healing, she looks to you for her healing. And when her healings walk out that door, she don't know how to handle and heal herself. So you got a lot of men and women out here that is dealing in these relationships because you got a lot of people that don't know what real love is. A lot of people think that they are really deeply in love with their woman or they are really deep in love with their man, when really that's not even love. That's not even in love. You are deeply in lust or you are deeply independent with this man or this woman because they make you feel in a way that you can't make yourself feel. And The reason why I'm making this video is because I was just talking to a friend, and she was telling me how she loves her husband, and they've been together for 15 years, and her husband, for some reason, can't be faithful to her. And she went out and got pregnant, thinking that it would keep him, and he's still cheating. She even forced him to marry her, and he's still cheating. And she was telling me about her life. She was telling me how she lost her mother at a young age. She really don't have nobody in her corner. And I'm like, have you ever sat down and took the time to actually heal, to actually learn who you are? Because it sounds like to me, you are putting all your strength, you are putting all your effort, you are putting all of you into this man. And this man knows what you were doing, because she's been with this man for so long until she built a life with him. And she was like, well, if I leave him, I don't got the kind of money to leave on my own. And I'm like, the reason why this man is cheating on you, and the reason why this man is lying to you, and the reason why this man is doing all of these things, because he know you don't got nobody else. So if he cheat on you and do whatever that he want to do, the first thing in his mind is, well, where the fuck you going at? Where you going? You don't got nowhere to go. So either you going to deal with this shit, or you can leave. Because most likely, if she leaves, he's still going to be off doing his thing. And he might fake and act like that he want her to be there. He might even get on his knees and beg, because every man wants a dummy. If a man got a good woman that is strong, he's going to keep her. But if he got another woman that is dumb and really allow him to do what he want to do, he's always going to choose the dumb one. So if you are one of them women that allows your man to cheat, you are one of them women that allows your man to do whatever he want to do, then you are a very weak woman. And you need to start seeking within yourself. And you need to realize, why am I allowing this man to cheat on me? Why is I'm allowing this man to manipulate me? Why is I'm allowing this man to make me look like a fool? Because you are allowing him to. Why? Because you haven't healed yourself. And that goes for men too. You got a lot of men out here that know that their wives or their girlfriend is cheating on them. But they are so weak within themselves. They have never healed themselves until it's like, long they come home, long they show me love, I really don't care. And that is the problem with a lot of these relationships. A lot of people, they don't know what love is. They think that love is dependency. You think just because you've been with the same person for 10, 15, 20 years, and y'all been together through thick and thin, and you have tolerated him through all his cheating, and he tolerated you for... Y'all think that's real love? That's not real love. That is a person that knows that they can get over on your ass. And as long as you allow them to keep lying to you, manipulating you, cheating on you, they're going to always do it. Because people that be with women and men that allow them to cheat, they will never leave them. Because if I got a man that allows me to cheat on him, come home anytime that I want, and I know that he allows me to do this, why would I leave him? And then the woman be like, well, he always come back. Of course, dummy. He's going to always come back because you the dumb one. You are the dummy. Of course he's going to always come back to you. And he's going to always be with you. And he might even marry you. Why sit here and leave a woman or leave a man that allows me to cheat? Why would I sit here and leave my man and I know I can cheat on him whenever I want? I can come home any time of the day whenever I want. I can do whatever I want to do, and I know he's going to stay there. Why would I leave him? He's a doorknob. He's a floor mat. I can do whatever I want to do to him and get whatever I want, and he's still going to be there. And it's like, people in these times, they don't know what real love is because they never took the time to love themselves. Now, when you take the time and really get to know and love yourself, then you're going to know what real love is. And then you're going to not tolerate the fake love from everybody else because you already know what real love is because you love yourself. And this is what we got to learn. We got to learn the difference between codependency and real love. And that's just something that we as people don't know.